on air quality and really has been for the last month, Hannah.
It sure has been. When the AQI reaches over 150, it can lead to serious health problems for people in at-risk groups. This is people with asthma, heart disease, even first responders. And I have spent a lot of time here in Monroe, Skycomish Index, this area. And I can tell you today is definitely the worst. You can smell the smoke. I can feel it in my nose and my throat. Take a look at some of this video. You can see that smoke streaming out of 2 wildfires in the Cascades. According to the Department of Ecology map, lots of yellow surrounding the Seattle area. That means those towns and cities are in the moderate category. Now to the north near Everett and Monroe, where we are this morning, you can see lots of red and orange. That signifies unhealthy to very unhealthy levels. Experts, they recommend that you take precaution to lower your exposure and to check the current air quality conditions before heading outdoors.
Had instances where we've had warm and dry Octobers, but for us to see critical fire weather behavior the way we're seeing, and then the degradation to air quality, getting pretty late in the season to see what we've seen this weekend.
In a Twitter post from one of the former Bolt Creek Fire PIOs, Amanda, she says there's multiple fires burning in the Cascades, which is why the smoke is so bad. She says we need to prepare now for more smoke due to the lack of rainfall that we've seen this fall. And right now, the Bolt Creek Wildfire has consumed more than 14,000 acres. Just this weekend, we saw U.S. Highway 2 closed once again as fire crews continue to remove any damaged trees and debris along the roadway. We also saw some evacuations put back in place, and fire officials say if this fire continues to burn in a specific direction, we could see more closures again on that highway. I'll send it back to you.
It is so hot. Michelle, this is a historic day across Western Washington, as we have never been this hot this late in the year. It is October 15th, the middle of the month, and we should be a lot closer to that 60-degree mark. But temperatures, as you could see, for Seattle at SeaTac, 88 degrees, shattering the old record. Even Maple Valley was at 89 in the last hour. We've had temperatures hovering right at 90 in places around Sammamish and North Bend up to Tanner, and also for parts of that Maple Valley towards Enumclaw and Puyallup. Here's the high temperatures today, where we have a new record set also for Bellingham at 79 degrees. We hit 85 for Olympia. That's a new record. The only spot that started to cool down was right along the Columbia River Gorge and up along the Washington coast, where we dropped into the 50s and 60s. So this historic October heat soaring way past the record highs set back in 2018 and 2002. Right now, the climate sites that are impacted are Seattle, Olympia, and Bellingham, but the Cascade foothills would be included in this as temperatures soared up to the 90-degree mark. So record-shattering temps, 25 degrees above normal. We have never, since 1894, when records were started to be recorded and kept, well, we've never been this hot this late in the year. SeaTac has now had an all-time 2 days of 80 degrees or warmer in the month of October, and that has never happened before either. So we're also talking about record warm low temperatures, but I'll have all the details on the cool down and the clearing of the smoke coming up in the complete forecast.
Yeah, Michelle, people I spoke with say they're certainly feeling safer. They're just hoping all this lasts. A safer U district is what many are hoping for, like Kenneth Tompkins, who runs Intervision Seattle Records.
Down here, I've definitely noticed more activities. There's a little more theft. Like, I was upstairs for a minute, somebody grabbed some shirts.
This was the first weekend for ramped-up security efforts. On Friday and Saturday nights from 10 at night to 3 in the morning, private patrols have been hired to keep a close eye on the area. It's a joint effort between UW and U-District Partnership.
The folks are just unarmed civilians, but they do have training and de-escalation, and they walk around, they check in with businesses.
Tompkins says with extra patrols, he's noticed a difference.
I mean, I feel like it's starting to work.
Just in October alone, 4 people were shot outside of a club. Also, a man broke into a sorority house and assaulted a student. Earlier in the month, SPD also added emphasis patrols because of the recent crime. Some UW students tell us they support adding more security.
Honestly, just walking at night alone and everything, that's a big issue. I mean, anywhere, but especially when things are going around campus.
With the combination of extra security personnel and SPD emphasis patrols, some are starting to feel safer.
I definitely noticed it's quieter. I mean, by there not being as many emails about stuff going on that we've been getting from like we did earlier in the year.
But want to make sure it lasts.
I think it is something that should be long-term.
Hi, everyone. I'm Preston Phillips from KOMO News. Thanks for checking out the KOMO YouTube channel. You can see more of our videos right here by clicking on the video links for more news from the Seattle area and Western Washington. Oh, and don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss our YouTube updates.